Live look at San Francisco this evening. The school district and teachers union are far from an agreement, and it's again raising the question, will students learn in person at all this year? KPIX 5's Kenny Choi tells us there could be some outside help to try to reach a deal. Kenny?
That's right, Liz, and the two sides are still very far apart in these latest negotiations, including the number of hours of in-person instruction and several other items. Also developing this afternoon, the United Educators of San Francisco, the teachers union, is now asking for a mediator to step in. It's been 344 days since schools closed for in-person learning in San Francisco.
I'm really frustrated. I'm hurting. My heart hurts for my kids every day. Keeping kids out of school can't be the answer to stop the spread of the virus.
As parents and students cry out for classroom doors to reopen at Alice Fong Yule Elementary, school district officials highlighted its opening plan. These are the proposals for transitional kindergarten through second grade. For schools that can accommodate in-person demand, SFUSD is pushing for 5 hours of in-person instruction per day, 5 days a week, totaling 25 hours. SFUSD says the majority of schools will fall under this category, according to their survey. The teachers union is proposing 3 hours of in-person per day, 4 days a week, 1 day distance, also assuming staff get vaccinations under the red tier.
We know that we do a much better job of in-person, which is why we want our students in school as much as possible.
For schools with more requests than can be accommodated, SFUSD's proposal is a hybrid model with 5 hours a day of in-person instruction 2 days per week and 3 days of distance learning. The teachers union is proposing 4 half days of in-person learning per week, 1 day of distance.
We don't want to just offer half days. We know that transitions are hard. We want consistency and a full day.
The teachers union released this statement in response, saying in part, at this point, we believe there needs to be a trusted mediator to intervene as we have lost confidence in the superintendent to manage this process.
So it's hard to tell what's going to happen after this vote today. I don't even know what's on the table.
Yeah, the two sides seem so far apart, Kenny. What does tonight's vote mean in terms of reopening the school?
So tonight's vote by the board is to ratify and officially approve the agreement about health and safety mandates, including vaccines for teachers. But the reason why no specific date has been given yet is because several things still have to fall into place, as well as we mentioned, including the hours of instruction for schools when they return. And a large part of that depends on vaccine rollout and whether it's smooth for the teachers. But the bottom line for parents in San Francisco is realistic expectations. The district has already said that for elementary schools, the goal is to have at least 6 weeks of in-person learning. For middle and high schoolers, they say that most will not return to school in person this academic year.
Wow, they have to start looking towards the fall to see what happens there. All right, Kenny, thanks.